All right. That's right. It's your boy, Zakaria. I'm still with you. I know it's been a minute. Man, hey, listen, it's been a minute because I work. You got to keep a job, right? I work hard, but I also work on this information for you guys. I get plenty of pictures, plenty of pictures. I got this one I want to do here. Now, I want to tell you, I got a lot of other signs and wonders from God, but this one here strikes me very, very, very much. Strikes me to where I want to give it to you. I want to give you this one before I give you the other ones. I like this one. You got to see this, man. I just want to put this out for you. I want you to see that angels do exist. This here, my friend, is an angel. Now I got one off my what do you call my Ring camera, and I got some from my photos, my picture. I went outside, took a picture of it, and I'm giving them all to you, man. I'm just spilling the beans. All right. So you know how I do it. I take a picture and make a video. And from a video, I give you scriptures. Plain. This is plain media. I'm giving you hood news, baby. All gossip. Now I want to show you this. Now, it was a reason why this angel came in front of my house. I know it. It's personal. I don't want to display it. And I'm showing you how they do their work. Now watch this. It's not a cloud. And you know what? By the way, look, this is a nighttime sky. You know, iPhones, man, they make the night look like pretty much dawn, and like you can see. It was pretty dark outside. You can see this here, right? I'm sure you can see it, but I'm gonna make a video. I want you to see this. Watch this. Watch close. Now I'm showing you how I do my work, man. Look at that. If that was fake, I wouldn't highlight this like that. And this wouldn't highlight like that. See, it's changing right along with the different highlights I use. See that? Look, that's in the sky. Every time I pick a different one, it changes. Look, this is shadows. Go to your shadow. I'm telling you, man. Go to your phone. You can look up the shadow. You can look up the contrast, the brightness, all that. It all works out, man. And I'm showing you how I got it. This here is something. I'm gonna show you what that is, bro. And all this here, all this area, I'm gonna show you. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. Just pay attention. This is a real live angel. It's a mighty angel, and he's holding a sickle. He's holding a rod. I'm just tell you right off. You look at that. This is glowing right in the center of it. Yeah, buddy. He's at night doing his thing. Wait till you see it. Remember, I'm just giving you a little rough draft so you can see how I do my work. It's real. Okay? Look, this is how I change things. Pay close attention. You will see it. Look at that. Yeah, that's not a cloud, man. You see this mist? That's coming from the staff here. This is a staff, and it's like mist, magical mist, man. And you see that? Eyes. It's a Holy Spirit coming up out of that staff, bro. Just watch. All right. Now I'm gonna show you a couple of screenshots, how I zoom into them and find the Holy Spirit. Pay close attention. Now this blurry one, that comes from my Ring camera. Okay, don't get dismayed yet. See, these are my neighbors. Here is where it was. That's you don't see any other clouds but that. You see it? It's pretty blurry. This is his feet here, bro. This is his body. All right. That's the staff. And that here is a mist coming from it. And he let me see him. We standing outside. Me and my family standing out looking at it. He just stood there and let me see it. All right. See, now look at that. See the houses, right? This where the spirit was. This is the spirit. It's a face here. Got his head covered. And my friends, I don't know what this is, but it's some type of antenna, man. Almost like what butterflies have. They always have some sort of antenna. I don't know. But I'm gonna show you, man, what I did, how I found what's about. You see this? It's glowing. See that? Man, they glow. They have a special power, this thing. All right, let's start getting real. Let me show you this. Watch this. All right, this is his hand. You see that? That's a hand here. His hand is holding his staff close to his body as he floats. This right here is a spiritual. You know, it's hard for me to figure out. I mean, I'm gonna lie. I've been trying to. This is the eagle. It's hard for me to figure. He got something on him and something back here. Some people say it's wings, but here is an eagle. I know that for a fact. The eagle mouth is open and he's yelling. We all know the cherubs. They have eagles. See, there's wings back here. Eagles on their bodies, man. He's flying around them and he's doing his work. Now, pay attention. You see that? All right. Now let's get with it. All right. So this here is animals. They wear animal on their head, bro. This is a face. Right up in here. You can't see it yet. I'm going to show you. Don't worry. This is the staff. All right. You see the hand here. This is the staff. All right. See, this is the staff in his hand. He's carrying it. Got it all pointed out for you. Look at, I'm doing my work. Best I can do. All right. Look at that. See, up in here is a face. Don't worry, I'm going to show you. These are just some very highlighted ones. That's his hand holding that staff. Here's glowing in the center. I'm going to show you why it's glowing in that center. And here's some type of, this is coming up out of that. See that? It's coming up out of that staff. Whatever it is, whatever they doing, man. See? Eyes. Some type of spirit. Almost like when you rub a genie, a lamp. You got eyes, man. Spirits all around this thing. All right. Now let's get with it. Oh, man. You guys got to understand the spirits are here. You see this hand here? That's a hand coming out of this heavenly robe. And it's copper in color. You see the staff. He got it like on his hip. And the rest of it is coming out here. All right. Now pay attention. These are animals. Okay. See the eye? It's a wolf because he's out at night. This is a wolf. I know for a fact that natives used to do the same thing. I have the side by sides to prove it. You see this? These are teeth. He's creeping in the night. And this, I don't know. Some type of antenna. Who knows? But this is what I do see. Right here. Right here. Voila. There's a face. See the eyes? You see his nose? He's a black man, bro. He's black. There's his beard. And he's creeping at night. Creeping at night. Getting rid of these evil spirits. And if you look here in the right angle, you can see something sticking out from his head. Nah. There you go. Look at that. I told you it had a face, man. You got to clean it out to find it. And that is a staff. I told you it's not a cloud. They know how to look like clouds, though. That's the whole point. I'm going to show you what this is and why it's glowing in the center of this staff. Watch this. All right, here. Okay. See his face here. And you see the wolf, the spiritual wolf, and then you see that. I don't know what that is. So I don't care about it. If I don't know what it is, I don't care about it because I don't want to lie to you guys. But there's a face, there's a beard, there's a man, that's a nose. Here is a staff. And this is where the power is inside of that staff. All the ancients had staffs, and I know why. Now, this one, highly edited. Okay. You can see him. You can see him up. His head is up under the. See, he's using a wolf for a specific reason. I'll show you later on in the show. Now, these are eyes. Look, he's at night, so his eyes is real. His eyes, open really wide. He want to see. There's his nose. There's his mouth. Here, my friend, is what I want to show you. See that glow? Eye. You can rotate it, and you will see the eye inside of the staff. Voila. That's all you got to do is take my original photo and you keep digging in and cleaning out. I guarantee you see the same exact thing. It's an eye in there and he's watching us. Voila. I give you the best. See, here it is. Look at his robe, man. His feet hanging out the robe. He's flying. It's a side by side. Have no reason to lie. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Here's a face. See? And you see where he's looking right at me because I was on the sidewalk. And he's looking at me. See? You got that all. Everything is on his head. And he's here floating in all his heavenly garments. See? You got a lot of stuff with him. Who knows what it is. But that's a hand. You can see that it's folded over. And look at this. This may in fact be Christ because his skin is copper. And you see this here? That's a hole in his hand as a symbol. You know what happened to his hand. This is why he come like this, so you can remember him. Okay. And there's a staff in his hand. So you got it. Old staff, man. And it's an eye in here. Look at that, man. Floating over my house. Now you know this is real. You know it's real. I don't have to. This can't be a lie. All right. So you seeing how their spirits really do it. Okay, here it is here. It's hard to see. So you have to use different colors and it brings it out. There's an eye inside of it. Simple as that. It's an eye in this area right there. All right, see? Now I rotated this thing with my phone. Look, everything I use is inside of my phone. I don't go to no high-tech people. I don't have no high-tech equipment. I'm using nothing but what the cell phone provides. I circle this like they circle that. You know what this is? The infinity symbol. The snake eating his own self, his own tail. Okay, that's infinity. That's evil too. You're not supposed to worship that. This is an eye. See how the eye is made? You see what side is on? Look at that. They're watching you. They're watching you. You got to understand that. All right. So here's the face, and he's flying around with a staff and has an eye in it. Okay, that's what he do. Okay, go to Mark 7:21-23. For from within, out of the heart of men, proceed the evil thoughts, fornication, thefts, murders, adulterers, deeds of coveting. You doing deeds of coveting. You guys are evil and wickedness. You doing these deeds of coveting and wickedness. That's all you want to do is covet all day, as well as deceit, because we lie constantly. Sensuality, envy, slander, pride, and foolishness. All these evil things proceed from within and defile the man. This is because your wicked third eye is open. You took a bite of the tree of good, knowledge of good and evil, and you doing sin now. So he's protecting who he wants to. He's getting rid of those spirits from people who want to fight it off. Matthew 20:15. Is it not lawful for me to do what I wish with what is my own? Or is your eye envious because I am generous? This scripture is saying, If I have something and I want to give it to somebody else and I want to help out, and you got this guy beside you saying, man, you shouldn't get him nothing. Well, why are you helping these people out? You ever heard lately certain people getting mad if you want to help out the poor? You want to stop and help the poor out, and they telling you you can't. You can get arrested. Yeah, man, you got some evil stuff going on around here, bro. Proverbs 20:8. A king who sits on the throne of justice disperses all evil with his eyes. See, just with his eyes, everything is about an eye. You got to understand that. For years, man, the Egyptians and lots of other people follow the eye. And they don't even realize or even know that God was behind it all the time. It's only one God, bro. And he let you worship an eyeball. These people would see an eyeball in the sky and they worshiped it. And they thought it was evil and they went along with it. And God let them because they're supposed to be evil anyway. You see that up close? It's a beard, man, a mouth and eyes. Yeah, he was at night floating, showing you how it looks. See that? Bam, 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 bam. All right. See, that's a native. Okay. That's a native. And he's wearing the same exact thing. A wolf. You see the eye on it? Okay, I got something better for you. Look at that. They knew what they was doing. The people came over here and took this culture from them, stole it. But they didn't get in touch with no spirits. You see this? This is another picture I have. Now, remember, I made a whole show about this. If you go find it and look it up, this one here, he was in the sky. So he have an eagle on his head. See? I did the work to find that. Here's my recent one. Here's an old one. Look at them. The same man. Look at the nose. Look at the eyes. Look at the beard. This is the same man, bro. Look at that. Look, whatever this is, some type of design or material is on his beard. See that? You see that? I'm thinking it's Christ, bro. See? Voila. Look at that. Look at that. Same man doing the same thing the natives did. Copper skin. And here, look at the eye on that. See, it's a wolf's eye and teeth. See? It's a wolf. Look at the nose. Look at the ears, man. I know what I got. You guys better. This is a spirit that the natives used to know that it existed, but they sinned. So God turned on them. God turned on them. Because you know what? Your eye can do a lot of evil things. You got to know which eye you're using. Proverbs 28:22. A man with an evil eye hastens after wealth and does not know that what will come upon him. Man, he don't care what. He don't know what, he don't care because he got an evil eye. The eye of wealth, what the Egyptians use. He got that. Proverbs 6:12-13. A worthless person, a wicked man, is the one who walks with a perverse mouth, who winks with his eyes, who signals with his feet, who points with his fingers. This guy's using his eye to communicate with other evil dudes, winking, get that lady purse. Yeah, see, they use their eyes and they do all that sneaky stuff. This the one, little signals. That's right. Your eye can be used for evil or good, brother. All right, so this is why you see eyes all the time. See that? This is stuff, this is a spirit here. This is a man. See, I'm showing you what's going on. All right, so there's that eye I was telling you about. All right, so pay attention. This is a face. All right, let me explain something to you real quick. Pay attention. Is the eye of Horus the same as the all-seeing eye? It has long been associated with the power of healing, protection, rebirth, holiness, and even resurrection. The eye of Horus symbol combines science and mythology. See, they combine science with mythology, with art and anatomy. It is sometimes called the all-seeing eye as a reference to the third eye. The third eye. You see that? Look, these are just quick notes for you guys. Look at this. Who is Horus in the Bible? Horus or Heru, Hor, Her, whatever you want to put, however you want to pronounce it, in ancient Egyptian is one of the most significant ancient Egyptian deities who serve many functions, most notably as god of kingship and the sky. This is Horus. And this is that you just look, you can get many books about Egyptians and Horus and what he's about. So you can find out what role he played in your life. What does the Bible say about the left eye? The body also has its own sense, that is the left eye, and its own appetite, that is the left hand, but the parts of the soul are called right. For the soul was created both with free will and under the law of righteousness, that it might both see and do rightly. See, the soul is different than the left eye. You got to understand that. The left eye and soul are two different things. So you got to know which one to use and when you're using it. Learn the scriptures. All right, you see this woman here? Which eye is she covering? The right eye. She's covering the right eye. Listen to this. Ecclesiastes 10:2. A wise man's heart inclines him to the right, but a fool's heart to the left. So she have her left eye open. Let's get a little deeper. Look at that. Again, the right eye. The right eye is closed again. We all know what celebrity's into. Matthew 6:3. But when you give the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Why is that? See, he closed his right eye. He want to be evil. He don't want his soul to know. Look at that. Good old Eminem. Matthew 25:33. And he will place the sheep on his right, but the goats on the left. Who is the goats and who is the sheep? You got the lost sheep of Israel. Oh, okay. Who is the goat? Horns. Is this man a goat? What nationality do we play in the Bible? What do God call the nationality of certain people? That's a goat. And he's covering the right eye. You know, some people will cover up the left eye. They just don't know. See, these are the fools. They're not part of that strong evil elect. They just want to cover up an eye. They don't know which eye to cover, but they still mean to do what she's doing. She's covering up the right one because she want to cover up the soul. Romans 8:3-4. Who is to condemn? Christ Jesus is the one who died. More than that, who was raised, who is at the right hand of God, who indeed is interceding for us. The right hand of God. She's covering her right eye. Look at all these right side eyes. See that? Man, they just evil. They evil. Look, she knows what she's doing. You guys got to know that. Psalms 110:1. A Psalms of David. The Lord says to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool. Look at that. Look at that. So this picture of Christ, his eye, look at that. Look at his eye. They covered the right eye in a depiction of Christ at his crucifixion. But here, Luke 22:69, but from now on, the Son of Man shall be seated at the right hand of the power of God. So why is the right eye being closed? You know that the right eye, according to the Egyptians, Ra is a positive deity. Horus, the left eye, is a negative, but they open the negative eye. I can show you spirits of Christ. Let's get to it. Okay, I showed you this before. This was on my Ring camera. Christ's spirit came, got a dove on his head. Go to the video. That left eye is closed. The right eye is open. Why is it not like this on this depiction here, though? That's my thing. That's what I want to say. Look at this. Look at that. That's not what it's like on my spirit. I don't see that. What's going on here, bro? Okay, look at this. This is God. Look, this is 2019 when the pandemic first started. I'm outside. I've showed these people the same picture. And they couldn't believe it. Look here. What do you see here? You see a big face, right? You see a spirit. You see the clouds of God. Eye open, and that's the right eye. Left eye is closed, like he's winking. Look at that. Let's get a little bit more. Look at that. I like to go in deep depth so you can see what's going on. That's an eyeball. He got his right open because he's making me righteous. That's right. Matthew 25:41. Then he would say to those on his left, depart from me, you cursed, into the eternal fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. So all those stars who let that left eye stay open because that's what they want to see, evil, they don't want to see righteousness. You hear where they're going. All right, just read Matthew 25:41. Okay, here's God, and that right eye is open if you asking me. If you don't understand the right eye is open, look, just turn around and then touch your right eye. You'll see which eye I'm talking about. Because some people look on the screen and say, no, that's not his right. That's his left. Look, Ecclesiastes 10:2-3. A wise man's heart inclines him to the right, but a fool's heart to the left. That's why this eye's closed. God's telling me not to be a fool. You close that left eye. You don't need to see what that eye is doing. You don't want to be part of that anymore. I'm here to save you. Look at this. A picture of God again. Here's a sun. Here's my doorway. There's trees and a cloud. Look at his eye. He's showing me his right eye. See? The right eye is righteous. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Psalms 89:13. You have a mighty arm. Strong is your hand. High your right hand. See that? Your right hand. Psalm 73:23. Nevertheless, I am continually with you. You hold my right hand. See? See, God, he controls good and bad. The evil is on his left and the good on his right. So he's putting his righteous on his right side. He don't want you at the left because if you go on his left, you pretty much going to be condemned. That's why he got two sides. That's why you have two sides. Now, here is a photo. You probably can't see it because this was at night. Okay, you know how the night sky look when it's full of clouds. You see this here? S. That's the first letter of my name. You see these trees? Look here, right here. See, you couldn't see it. He let me see this. I'm going to show you. Brighten it up a little bit. See there? Look at that. It look like an S. And here's an eyeball in the nighttime sky. Look at that. Gradually taking you to it. I'm gradually taking you to it. Voila. There's your eye. See? Here's another one. See that? Half of a face is covered. That's his mouth, a chin. Here's an eye. And he got on a helmet, a hat, and his ear. You don't see it yet, huh? Voila. See that? He's peeking right at me. Man, I looked up. God controls the whole sky. The whole sky was covered. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, what the? He had some type of thick white cloud covering the side of his face. Look at that. There's a little pupil. Look, that's an eye. I'm showing you guys how I got it. That's it. If it looked funny and cartoonish, well, you got to remember, the phone colors do this, man. I mean, that's all I'm telling you. Okay, here I was at work. You see this back here? This glow? You don't know. I'm telling you, man, it's the Holy Spirit. Watch this. Okay, take a look at it. And there's a pupil inside of this thing. There's eyes on this thing, man. I know it looked funny to you, but you got to understand what you're looking at. See, I know what I'm looking at. You don't. That's an up close. It's an eyeball. Watch. There you go. Now you can see it. So you couldn't see it at first. See the pupil? It's a pupil. It's a spirit. Right there. Bam, bam, bam. See? But look how it's shaped though. See, there's a pupil. There you go. Look how it's shaped. And this is what the Egyptians saw before. So they worship the eye. You don't supposed to worship an eye. because it's evil. Proverbs 6:17. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. Haughty eyes. They was doing evil stuff in Egypt. Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are proud and walk with heads held high and seductive eyes, and go along with menacing steps and tinkling the bangles on their feet, meaning they had jewelry just like they still do today. I remember my mother, they all used to wear these nice, thick ankle bracelets, thinking it was all that. Now look, here's the eye. I told you I saw in the night sky. He's peeking, and that's the right eye. See? Just showing you how it's an eyeball. That's all. All right, so here's a photo that I got years ago on my wall. I used to show my family this, man. They was tripped out about it. This eye is open. You see that? That's a pupil. It's open. This eye is shut because he was punched. If someone punched you with a right hand, your left eye will be closed. They got the right. See, everything is spiritual what they're doing here. All right, back to the, now you see the shape of that? Look at the shape. That's what the Egyptians saw. They worshiped that. See? Eyes. Here's another picture. See these two eyes? I got a video with this one too. You got to go look at it. Look it up. See, these are the eyes. Look what it's shaped like. That's why I got these shapes in it. God is behind all of this. He give you what you want. You want sin, you're going to get it. But you're going to die in the end when God is done with this. You got to stop. You got to stop sinning. Look, right eye. Eye of Ra, related to the sun. Left eye of Horus, related to the moon. So we all know light means good and dark means bad. The sun is in the day and the moon is at night. We all know that. All right, you got to understand what you're doing. Proverbs 10:10. He who winks the eye causes trouble, and a babbling fool will be ruined. Okay, you see that? Look at the shape of that eye. See? Look at that. See that? I didn't do this, man. You know, I had to go back to my old video. When I saw the eye in that staff, I went back to my old videos to take a second look at my eye and some of the pictures I have, and I'm seeing matches. So I had to bring this picture back to show you. That's the whole point. See, this is a staff. It's an eye in it. And I'm doing a whole video about how evil and satanic this eye is. Look at this. Old picture I had. See, left eye's closed, right eye's open. And he's in the clouds. God is in the clouds. You see, he's winking that left eye. He's closing it. He's trying to make me a righteous man. Proverbs 6:25. Do not desire her beauty in your heart, nor let her capture you with her eyelids. See, we get those magic powers from God. Now, you can use those eyelids to do evil, or you can use it for righteousness. It's totally up to you. Right eye. You see that? Read this. Proverbs 3:16. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand, riches and honor. She honored the riches in her left. See, this is the left hand. And the right hand, see, the length of her days is in her right. So you got to understand what that means, man. Let's get real. So here's the ancient eye. You see that? Okay, the Canaanites, the Egyptians, the Hebrews, they all dealt with that first. Okay, and then the Greek and Latin got involved. You got to know what you're dealing with. That evil eye stuff been going around for a long time. See? Eye, see, sun. See? That's Hebrew. Research and understand what that means. The Hebrews was dealing with the evil eye for a long time, brother. Matthew 6:22-23. The light of the body is the eye. The light of the body. Understand that. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? So if you turn on that eye, right? If you turn on that third eye, you're going to be full of light. The problem is, what type of light you're going to be full of? You can have a great light either way you go. If it's evil, you got to remember something. You're going to have some great powers in this earth. People going to look up to you, man. You can get people killed. You can do whatever with that great power. The problem is your soul will be condemned. See, you got to die. You got to go with those angels on the left hand when God done with you. It's going to be a wrap though. See the third eye. See, look, Matthew 6:22-24. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. What you don't get from that? Look, Matthew 4:16. The people which sat in darkness saw great light. And to them which sat in the region and shadow of death, light is sprung up. The people he's talking about is Israelites. They sat in the shadow of death. We always sat in the valley of death because we was under other nations. And under those other nations, light is sprung up. See? But what type of light was it? Evil. This is why our people are so condemned and doing so much evil. You got to stop that. Get out of it now. See, here's the Hebrew eye. Look at that. Eye to see, experience. Ayin in Hebrew. We say I now in English, but it was ayin. He said it like that. That's the Hebrew way. Now listen to this. Just listen to this. Depicted in the open right hand, an image recognized and used as a sign of protection. And many times throughout history, the Hamsa has been traditionally believed to provide defense against the evil eye. See, it's two eyes. Left is Horus. We all know Horus in the Bible was evil. See, the symbol of the evil eye dates back as early as 5000 BC in Mesopotamia, and has roots in Christianity, which is actually Hebrew, because Christianity was changed. Look, Christian is actually Hebrews. Or the first followers of Christ was Hebrews. Okay, then they say Jewish because it's supposed to be Jew, but it's Jewish, right? Then the Muslim, because the reason why it's Christian and Jewish, because they was first. The Jews, the Hebrews, the Paleo-Hebrew created the eye first. All right, that's what it's all about. You know, then the Muslims got into it because they the ones that had us in captivity. Yeah, Muslims had us in captivity. Egyptians, look, Buddhists and Hindu cultures, they all got it from learning from the Hebrews. The history runs deep because since the dawn of time, human beings have turned towards talismans and meaningful symbols for protection and guidance. So they want guidance. People just want guidance. They want to go to the gods and find out how to live. What should they do? 2 Chronicles 16:9. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to give strong support to those whose heart is blameless toward him. You have done foolishly in this. For from now on, you will have wars. Yeah. Throughout the whole earth, God been seeing what's going on. So we always have wars. You don't supposed to live with wars. So you got to go to him. When did the evil eye originate? The evil eye dates back around 5,000 years, as early as upper Paleolithic age. Paleo, what that is, that's Paleo-Hebrew. The iconic symbol is present across various religions and cultures. Religions, these are people that want to be like the Hebrews. They started learning. But most significantly, in the Jewish, Muslim, and Christianity faiths, the earliest known beliefs in the power of the evil eye dates back to ancient Greek and Roman times, meaning the evil eye was created recently. It was no such thing. God's eye was always positive. Who created that? You just heard them. The evil forces, the last couple of dynasties that had Israelites in captivity. They did a reverse thing with that eye to keep us in captivity. That's the whole point. Why was the evil eye created? In Europe, the myth of the evil eye originated with the idea that bad luck will befall those who are given a malicious or envious look. It is believed that witches were the biggest source of the evil eye, but those with rare eye colors were also seen as powerful beings that possessed the evil eye. Rare eye colors. Who was that? Blue eyes, green eyes. You see that? Those type of eyes were evil, and a lot of different nationalities called whoever had those eyes evil. Blue-eyed devil. You heard that before. Native Americans. Why they call them that? Because they was evil. They was killing their people. Anybody kill your people as a nation and as a whole, like the Bible say, is of the devil. They wanted land. They wanted to steal things. So there you go. The origins. The history of the evil eye dates back to ancient Mesopotamia, followed by Assyrians and Phoenicians, Celts, the Hellenistic era. The Hellenistic era. Look up that. You will find out exactly who they was killing in the Hellenistic era, the Dark Ages takeover. Who was doing that? The Roman, the Jews through to the Bible. Europe and the modern day world. See, the modern day world is the ones create the evil eye because they did the evil eye towards their people, towards towards mankind. All right. See, even the Native Americans, you see this pottery, you see this type, that's a comb. To the natives, look, the natives was hip. They wasn't stupid. Don't let nobody make you think that they didn't know anything. Look at this. Although it seems that the Egyptians didn't attribute any particular meaning to this pine cone, researchers have associated it with Kundalini energy. Accordingly, the snakes in the staff represent the rise of Kundalini. You know where they get that from? The snakes, Moses, rising energy, right? When he had to lift the Israelites up in the book of Numbers. He said, if whosoever want to come to this staff and be saved, so you won't get bit by those snakes no more in them other countries, them other states, and them other cities, them houses, you better come over here. And the pine cone itself symbolizes the pineal gland, or the point where the energy culminates. Just like earlier when I was telling you, the third eye in the Bible, you illuminate it. It all depends on where you want to go. You want to use the right eye or the left eye. Okay, the pine cone represents your pineal gland. See how it looks? That's the bottom of the pine cone. And Native Americans knew this too, along with the Assyrians. Assyrians was the one out there who started that pine cone stuff along with the Egyptians. That's where the Native Americans is getting that from. See that? The Native Americans are the 10 tribes that came to America first, and they carry that third eye crap with them. You see this Native American? You see that border? That's that border of blue God told you to have, and the fringes. See, they know that. They always kept what God told them, but they threw in this third eye pine cone stuff. They got that for being in captivity. See, pine cone. You don't supposed to wear that. Look at it. See, the Assyrian. See, Assyria. That's a pine cone that represents the third eye. But they was evil with it. See, the Amalek heads, that proves that the first black people that came into America knew about the pine cones. See, knew about the third eye. These are enlightened people, man. Georgia Native Americans, see? Pine cone. India. Sumerian. Everybody knew about it. Look, this is an old Aztec statue. See, he got an unk because they was in captivity, but he also got the pine cone. God had to get them out of there. That's why they got punished. They kept representing the pine cone, man. See? These are Mexican. This is an Aztec god. See? Aztec. And they got the pine cone. They was enlightened. What do you mean? They knew they was Israelites. See this? King Nebuchadnezzar. He knew about the pine cone. These people are late with it. See? They late. They created a gun, stole it, and now they want to try to represent everything the dark people made. See, that's a pineal gland. It looks like a pine cone. See, it looks like a third eye. The pine cone is a third eye, people. All-seeing eye of Horus. Evil. That's the left eye. Just telling you. See that? That's where they got it from. The pine cone, pineal gland. Egyptians, man, they did many surgeries and they found that third eye. You know, just like the Americans did here. They got plenty of slaves, man, and do all type of surgery. They do it on dead people. That's how they find out how things look. You can't be scared to cut people open and do your thing and find out stuff. Is the eye of Horus the same as the all-seeing eye? It has long been associated with the power of healing, protection, rebirth, wholeness, and even resurrection. The eye of Horus symbol combines science and mythology with art and anatomy. It is sometimes called the all-seeing eye as a reference to the third eye. There you go. It's the third eye stuff, man. Just look it up. What do Horus and Jesus have in common? It said that Horus, like Jesus, or Jesus, like Horus, was born of a virgin and 12 disciples, walked on water, delivered a sermon on the mount, performed miracles, was executed beside 2 thieves, rose from the dead, and ascended into heaven. Listen to that. So now we don't know if nothing exists because they sound alike. So you don't want to believe in Jesus. Well, if you don't believe in Jesus, you got to believe in Horus. The story had to happen. 2 people using it. What does Jesus say about your third eye? What does he say about it? A lot. In the Sermon of the Mount, Jesus makes use of a masgel about the eye as the lamp of the body. The eye is the lamp of the body because that's how you become enlightened. Okay, you can go to Matthew 6, 22, and 23. If your eyes are good, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. See, if you're a smart person and you're intelligent and you pick evil, you're going to have whatever fun you want, but you're going to pay for that thing. Just like you pay for being good on earth. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked. All right. Mizraim. The name Mizraim is the original name given for Egypt in the Hebrew Old Testament. Many Bibles will have a footnote text to the name Mizraim, explaining that it means Egypt. All right. Egypt is a modern day name made by the conquerors and changed it. The conquerors, who's the conquerors? Romans. That's a Latin, that's a Roman word. How long was Jesus in Egypt as a child? See, Jesus he's not a white Roman. He's definitely ain't that. Well, definitely can't be Esau. Oh, he definitely can't be the white Americans. How could he be white American? White Americans, they remember white people say they was in slavery, serving servitude to the Britain. If you were serving 7-year or whatever servitude to the British, you were slaves. How could you have wrote the Bible? A slave can't write a Bible. You ain't no slave. How could you write the Bible if you was a slave? You couldn't have. Especially it was made 2,000 years ago from dark ages, people, complected people. You in the takeover took everything. Why you think so many different countries want their artifacts back? Nigeria, South Africa, India, all over, bro. Y'all stole all that in the dark ages when y'all created that gun. Y'all got involved with God's people. Y'all don't have no melanin. Y'all ain't strong at all. Y'all just research and then call yourself everything. From Santa Claus to Jesus. I mean, you guys are everything. How long was Jesus in Egypt as a child? It is believed that Jesus left an imprint of his palm on a stone in the mountain. From that spot, the family crossed the Nile back west to Quzquam in Salt, whatever. They stayed for more than 6 months, longer than any other place in Egypt. I guess he liked that place, but that proves that Jesus ain't from Egypt or India, none of the places. He's from Israel, but he went over there and preached and taught the people because we got people scattered over there. Jesus only talked to his people. Now listen to this. Does the eye Ra protect you? Okay. Origin of the eye of Ra. The eye is represented in amulets capable of repelling all negative energy and restoring harmony. That's why the pharaohs used them to defend themselves against any element or enemy that tried to destabilize their government. Only until God was finished with them. See, when when they had us in captivity, it was time for us to get out of there. Moses said, "Let my people go so they can pray to their God." God took them down because the eye is God anyway, idiot. Go to Proverbs 16:4, God created everything. So while you was worshiping that eye, you don't know that was God anyway, keeping an eye on what you was doing with his people. Why do you think the eye of Ra is right? Of course he was. That's the right eye. Is eye of Ra and evil eye the same thing? The eye of Ra is not the same as the evil eye, period, which is also referred to as the Nezra Banaku or something, and as Turkish origins. While both are protective symbols, the evil eye isn't connected to any ancient Egyptian religion. It is used more universal. The eye of Ra ain't bad. It doesn't mean that we should worship Egyptians. It's because of the eye. I'm just telling you with some positivity over there. Wasn't Hebrews over there? They're the first person that had us in captivity. I just told you 5,000 years ago, Hebrew, the Jews, and everybody created that eye. When they taught the Egyptians, they liked that eye. Later on, the evil eye came about. So if you want to wear these eyes on your neck, I say you don't because it's an idol, but definitely don't put the left eye. Make sure your eye shaped like a right eye because you messing around with Horus. And that's just some evil demon stuff. Depicted in the open right hand, I already read this to you. You can just read it again if you want to. Look at that. So there you go. And there's a cone. You see that? Here's another hashtag. These are the natives. They had a cone in here representing the third eye. Man, they were smart as hell. They knew what they was doing. They didn't care about building all these cars and gas and all that. They care about serving God. That's why they was native. That's why their hair was covered. Everything they got on represents something holy. And these people came over and attacked these people. They're going to feel it. You think you're going to get away with something like what you did to these type of men? You're going to get it. Whoever's involved. We don't got to always just talk about white. I mean, whoever's involved, people always want to claim somebody racist. Look, who did it? Damn, they ain't like it. It wasn't white. Goddamn, you white, you white. You did it, you did it. Who crying? Motherfucker. You did it, you did it. Fuck on. Now look at here. That's a golden crown. Pine cone shaped with gold. Ancients made. That's what they use gold for. They don't use gold to break it down and be selling it all day. Messing up the elements of the world. Taking gold out. It's supposed to be made for kings. See, when you got kids that created weapons and want to come kill people, they start messing with gold how they want to. They playing with it because they don't know what to do with it. All this righteous and they don't know how to be righteous, so they just sell gold. Everybody can get gold. Everybody can be a king. Everybody. These are people nuts. They don't know how to represent one Messiah, but they're gonna have to in a minute. Trust me. See, that's a turtle. America was called Turtle Island at one point. That's important. And then he got a pine cone shell. So you got to know what all these symbols mean so you can understand what the natives was worshiping. Here's our eye. This was a cloud of mine. Now you think I'm going to research all this and give you some fake clouds? No, this is a head, a forehead, eye, nose, mouth, beard. It's floating. I'm just showing you. That eye is closed, that eye is open. What you want to represent. See, look at these eyes. It happened in Egypt. Look at that. Know these symbols, man. Research all these symbols, not just the eye. Research them all. So you can figure out what's going on. The eye of Horus, see? That's the evil eye. See? The all-seeing eye. That's what America represents. The all-seeing eye. You don't want to be down with that. Who is considered to be left-wing? Look at this. Political science and other analysts regard the left as including Antichrist, communities, socialists, democratic socialists, socialist Democrats, left libertarians, whatever. See, now I'm considered left to them because I can't pronounce libertarians right. Trust me. Progressives and social liberals, movements for racial equality and trade unionism, have also been associated with the left. What did I just teach you about the left with the Bible, who the Bible called left? Evil. See? They spiritually trying to keep you in sin. They spiritually trying to make you think that you're supposed to be left, and the Bible talks about left and right. they call you an antichrist if you're a leftist. So if you're a leftist and they work in their mind that left-wing people are evil, they'll try to kill you. They'll arrest you because you evil to them when they don't even realize that they're not even from the chosen seed. But they're using these left-wing and right-wing stuff as evil. See that? They're calling you evil. You don't want to be called on the left wing, man. Forget being a Democrat, because a Democrat is considered left wing. You heard what the Bible called left wing. Look, who are the left wing parties in the U.S.? American Party of Labor, Communist Party USA, Freedom Road Socialist Organization. So if you're about freedom and you're a socialist about freedom, hey, you part of that left wing. I'm just saying, Progressive Labor Party. You part of the left wing. Revolutionary Communist Party. So if you're a revolutionary Communist Party, you're a left wing, which is considered evil to them. Workers World Party. Workers World Party. Man, come on, man. Who in the workers world? The minorities, bro. They're calling us that. Look, what is a leftist? A person with left-wing political views. What is considered left-wing political views? People who fighting back the evil that have been happening to minorities. They call you left-wing. And in the Bible, spiritually, left-wing people is evil. They trying to assert you to be an evil. If you left-wing. See? Ra, look, is Horus and Ra the same God? Ra, also given as Re, is the sun god, ancient Egypt. He is the one, the oldest deity in the Egyptian pantheon, and was later merged with others such as Horus. See, merged with Horus. They're trying to get you to think what's supposed to be good is actually evil. These people are backwards on purpose. They messing you up. Look, that's who's doing this, man. They research who you are. Here's what I got, a spirit. Remember I told you Christ. That right eye is open, looking dead at you. This is on my Ring camera. That eye is shut. See the right eye? You can see it, but you barely can see the left. Because you got to understand what you're dealing with, man. You're dealing with evil. Although it seems that the Egyptians didn't attribute any particular meaning to this pine cone, researchers have associated it with Kundalini energy. Here's a staff again. There's an eye inside the staff. Right here. I'm letting you know, man, what's going on. You see it? All right. You learned a little something about the eye. You don't want to be considered left. And you're not the left wing. You're not the colonizers. All right. You're not the people who abuse you and put you in slavery and took land, like the Bible says, are evil and gonna get punished. All right. You got a punishment already. You was the one who got punished by evil people already. So now the evil people gonna get punished. Now that your punishment over with. So don't make them think, listen, you're not a left wing, none of that. Don't go for none of that crap. You're an indigenous native person. You're not a left wing or a right wing. Let them have fun with that. And understand, get out of a spiritual witchcraft games. When they started researching all the nations, they knew it was more about worshiping something. So they got into worshiping the devil to fool you, whoever they are. And if you offended, it's you then, and you know who you are. You're a devil, and your time is up. Peace.